He's hit it out. The NBA title is yours.
The excitement is in the air.
It's a beautiful day.
We are all enthusiastic and excited about getting Major League Baseball back.
This is a historic day, March 12, 2020, a day we're not going to forget. The breaking news on this day, Major League Baseball is delaying the 2020 regular season by at least 2 weeks. They are canceling spring training games as of 4 p.m. Eastern today.
This is something that's unprecedented. A global pandemic has shut down Major League Baseball for an indefinite period of time.
This is a situation that continues to change.
In the immediate future, there will be no sports. That is really hard to understand. It's unbelievable.
And all this is really developed in the last day.
Well, we're in territory nobody has ever been in before.
Broadcasters, fans, the sports world, players, you wonder what's next, what's going to happen next.
It's been said time begins with baseball's opening day. Well, in that case, what does it become when the world actually stops? How do we process a season scheduled to be a fraction of what it usually is, when what should be the All-Star break at Chavez Ravine is instead summer camps in 30 different cities, when coaches are directing traffic with masks on and the game's best player is running the bases wearing one too? 2020's baseball season, like everything else in our lives, is altogether different. But as the game embarks on this new opening day, the bigger wonder lies with what's ahead. As virus rates continue to rise in Florida and Texas, can baseball actually pull off a 60-game campaign? With California into another lockdown, what becomes of the 4 franchises in the Golden State?
There is trepidation, of course there is, among a lot of people, both in the industry and not.
Honestly, still don't feel comfortable. It's going to come down to how safe we're going to be. You know, it's just, there's a lot of questions. They're all thinking the same thing. It's just going to work.
For every answer, it feels like there are 10 more questions. And under that backdrop, baseball is going to try to make a go of it. With expanded rosters and more pitchers to choose from, and the new general manager of the Astros declaring this is how a champion will be crowned.
I really do think whichever team has the fewest cases of coronavirus is going to win. It's impossible to state just, how that can devastate a team, and that's why we all need to be vigilant about it.
The Astros join the Yankees as the favorites to win the AL pennant. Houston players now no longer have to worry as much about having balls thrown at their heads, and certainly won't have the barrage of boos that was expected to come their way. Instead, they've had missed workouts, issues with both testing and getting results, to say nothing of Alex Bregman and World Series MVP George Springer missing time. So yeah, be vigilant, boys. The Dodgers have continued to knock on the door, so they went out and got Mookie Betts and David Price, only for the veteran left-hander to opt out of this thing. A few of the Nationals decided it wasn't worth their time to come back and try and repeat as champs.
And that's it! The Washington Nationals have done it! 51 years after they were born as the Montreal Expos, the Washington Nationals are at the top of the baseball world.
And then there's the game itself. Over the last few weeks, intra-squad games played in cavernous stadiums where crowd noise is pumped in to give it any kind of life. Teams trying to find ways to inject some semblance of normalcy to a situation that's anything but. A season that is always a marathon has now become a sprint. The starting blocks are lined up for this new opening day. But whether baseball reaches the finish line, that's an altogether different story.